2nd of June, 2014, we land 4,876 miles away from India. I entered this country with preconceived expectations. I knew what England looked like on a map. I'd researched it before. Big Ben, London Eye, Buckingham Palace. I came in thinking that I was prepared. When I was young, I had these crazed notions that all British people lived in castles full of butlers called Alfred and Bartholomew. So me, being an overly imaginative 10-year-old, you can imagine that I was destroyed when we entered this new country. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, no butler. The stark contrast of reality versus all of my outside perceptions was immense. It brought curiosity, confusion, apprehension. And I remember thinking, well, this is great. I now live in a country where we don't have a butler, where the sun shining is practically a national holiday, and a place where people eat a dessert called spotted dick. From the moment I started talking, you could probably tell that I'm not from Britain. I was born in the USA and then later relocated to India at the age of 4. These years were my foundation, and my formative years were spent with my family and friends, building bonds that would last me a lifetime. However, saying goodbye to these people that were so integrated into every aspect of my life was bitter. Letting go was devastating. Suddenly, reality had caught up to me and I had to grow up a little bit faster. However, having seen the refugee crisis unfold across the media, it brings to light how privileged I am to be able to call 3 countries my home. People move for so many different reasons, yet everyone's experience is so vastly different. And I'm so grateful to have seen such a broad spectrum of history, diversity, and culture right in front of me in such a globalized and connected society. Here in England, you have Yorkshire pudding, David Attenborough, accents that change every 10 miles. Not to mention that the people here are so kind and polite. True story. One time I stood behind a woman at an ATM. She said thank you to the cash machine. Of course, Britain is diametrically opposite to everything that I have ever known. But what I realized is that everything, besides British weather, changes. Brexit may happen, icebergs melt, people evolve. Which is why I can't clone everyone I knew in England, put them in front of me, bring my friends from India, and tell them all of them to act the same way, like we all did 4 years ago. If anyone in this audience has resonated with a single word of what I have said, let me put this into perspective. We all live on this giant planet floating in the middle of nowhere, so it's okay to feel a little bit lost sometimes. It took me years to comprehend that change does not equate to loss. If I could go back a couple years, I'd return to the kid that just moved 4,876 miles, and I'd tell her, look, it's okay to look at those old photographs, but don't stare at that same picture of the Taj Mahal for 5 hours when the London Eye is right here at your doorstep.